Welcome. In front of me I have the iPhone Air, and I'll be showing you how you can apply a HD glass super protection 9H well, tempered glass basically. No matter what the name here is, this is a tempered glass, which it's all that matters. So that's what I'm going to be applying here. Now what I have on this device right now is a privacy glass, so yoink, I can move it to 45 degree and just vanishes from view. And I personally don't like this myself, as it kind of bugs my mind a little bit, or my eyes, where one eye sees something different than the left eye. So anyway, I'm gonna get rid of this and replace it with an actual tempered glass. Now in the box here we get our tempered glass, wet wipe and a dry wipe, along with instruction on how to apply it. Well, this is literally the same as for this one, and it's a different company. Innovation there. Literally one copies the other. Okay, so in the box you get the wet and dry wipe. You can use those, or you can use something like a microfiber cloth, and this will work just as well. So I'm not going to bother with these wipes. Now for our device we do need to just remove that privacy glass. There we go. So you can see. Anyway, so setting that to the side. Here we have our glass. Now before I go clean off the display and do all that stuff, I'm going to quickly explain how I apply tempered glass. So once you peel this off, you will be left with your in your right hand with the actual glass itself, with the sticky side being under. And I recommend grabbing it on the bezel, so like so, and then apply it at an angle like this. So this will allow you to just kind of with your left hand adjust it left and right, so the spacing from the bezel is even on both sides, and with your right hand you can pull and push it and shift it left or right, so it's even at the top. And once it is, you're just gonna lower it down almost to the bottom, but not quite. As you can see, I still have a tiny bit of an angle, as this gives you the feeling of both right and left bezel, so you can again kind of do this little shift. And if it's not really moving too much, but you can feel that it's leaning a little bit more towards right or left, you can just re-lift it and try to reposition it just by a little bit and then lower it down. So this is the logic of how you should apply your tempered glass. Now let's grab the cloth right here. You want to obviously clean off all the gunk, dirt from your display. And lastly, you want to worry the most about dust particles settling down on your screen. Now if you're applying it and you manage to have some kind of dust particle, it's not really the end of the world. I'll show you how you can kind of manage it and make it just not create an air bubble, but that's going to be once I apply it. So let's grab our tempered glass, yoink this part, and apply it like I mentioned. So this seems to be fine right here. Yep, lower it down. And I think that's fine here. Okay, so I'm gonna give it like a swipe, and you can see that it's just kind of gluing itself right now. So I'm gonna put some pressure around to get rid of it, the air. And hey, I actually managed to get something here. Now this looks like an actual defect. These sometimes happen where there's something already kind of like glued to with the glue in itself to the tempered glass on the bottom side, so you can't really prevent that. And you can see, if I kind of like zoom in, maybe once it catches the, there we go, you can kind of see it. Now let me zoom in. So you can see this is something that is right here on the under the tempered glass, and this shouldn't be there. Now when I was applying it, there was nothing on the display, so this might sometimes happen. Now what you can do is try to minimize this, as it is creating an air pocket, or you can try to be a bit more adventurous if this is really bothering you, and you can grab some tweezers or something and try to remove it. So I'm going to try to remove it, see how that goes. So what we will need to do is lift it up. So you can grab the corner carefully and start just prying it up. So now I have this pried up. I'm holding it again by the sides. I am pressing it right here with my palm so it doesn't fully pop off, and I can try to just kind of get that crap out of there. See if I can manage. Actually might be able to. I got it or not? Let's quickly. I don't think I got it, but we're gonna try to deal with this anyway. Now I did feel the glass shift a little bit. So this is probably not advised too well for people to do, but if it bothers you, you can always try. So when you're applying it, actually I got it, there's no more air. So when you're applying it back and you didn't want to do the tweezer thing like I just did, you could pull it off and then put a lot of pressure in that area where whatever it is that is causing the air bubble is, and then just kind of move down, and hopefully it will, you can get rid of it. Let's just get rid of the air pockets. So in a second you'll see that even with me meddling with tweezers, this is completely fine. Okay, this isn't cleaning too well, whereas there we go. Okay, this isn't doing too much either. Let's see if I can find something nicer. There we go, now that is doing the job. So, going back again. Oh, well, there is a massive air pocket here. And another one, come on. Okay, there we go. Now I got it. So now, you can see there's no more air pocket. There's still something left over. I think it's like a fiber or whatever. You can see it barely right here, but it doesn't create an air pocket, which to me, that's more important. I wasn't able to remove it fully. So it's still just a tiny bit there, but at least it's fully down onto the display, and you can see the display is basically evenly spread. You might have something like this happen. There we go, you can see there is some air right here on the corner, so you can push it down, but sometimes it's just the tempered glass that you can see just won't stick correctly. So yeah. Now alternatively, you can also try and maybe lift it up and move it a little bit higher if you get this kind of effect. This could possibly solve your problem, as I do have just like a, I don't know, less than a millimeter space that I can move it up. So this could technically solve it. But in any case, that's about it. It still applied pretty well. Even solved the problem of like some weird gunk stuck to the actual protector from the factory. So yeah. Hopefully you found this video helpful, and if you did, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.